For this first DIY, I have a wreath ring here from the Dollar Tree, and I have this roll of burlap fabric, and I got this from Hobby Lobby. It was 50% off, so I paid $2.49 for this roll. I'm just going to pull off a piece to kind of get an idea of how much I need. I just want to have enough to tie a knot, be able to pull, so enough fabric to create a really tight knot. Once I seen how much I wanted to cut down, I was able to get 13 pieces out of this row, and for this wreath I used 2 rows and 1/4 of a third one. I am going to be creating a raggedy wreath because I want to make a scarecrow wreath. Because in today's video, I am collaborating with 2 talented ladies here on this platform, and that's Robin from Crafts Unleashed by Robin and May from Craft Away with May. Thank you, ladies, for letting me join your collab, and they are going to be bringing you, along with myself, some scarecrow inspired fall crafts. And so as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm tying a knot, and I want the knot to be in the front instead of in the back because I want to give this a really raggedy look. And so what I'm doing is just going to continue tying these knots and pushing the fabrics up against each other. I'm going to continue this all the way around, and then I'll trim it down. As I mentioned, I did use 2 rows, and both rows I got 13 pieces out, and then I used 1/4 of the third row. And this is how it looks once I had one of the rows completed. And I wanted the knots in the front just to give that more raggedy look, because if I would have put it on the back, it would have kind of been more needed than I wanted it to be. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to continue on tying the knots, pushing them up against each other, and I'm going to do that until I have it completely full. Once I have that finished, I'm just going to go around. As you can see, I'm fluffing everything, and I'm just going to trim some of the fabric down around the sides, and then I'll pull some of the edges to fray it a little more. And so I'm just going to trim all the way around, and I'll trim a little bit in the center, but what I'm going to do is pull these pieces up, the 2 ends. I'm going to kind of just pull them together. As you can see, I'm just fluffing everything out, just trying to get that raggedy end look, and just cutting down fabric where I need fit. I really do love how this wreath turned out. Thanks again, ladies, for letting me join your collab. If you're coming over from their channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this video. After watching my video, check the description box for the links to their channels so that you can be a click away from some more inspiration. And if you can do me a huge favor and tell those lovely ladies that Jenny said hello. Now what I'm going to do is add some of this I have this luau skirt that I had left over, and I'm just going to cut the top part off. I did want to bring in that raffia look to give this wreath more of that scarecrow look. And so I'm just going to take some jute cord, tie it in the center to create almost like a bow look. I just want to keep the luau skirt together as I add it to the wreath. Once I clip off the excess cord, I am just going to attach it to the wreath right where I added the jute cord by applying some hot glue. And then once I get that secured, I do have some fall picks that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I have these sunflowers, and I have one with some little berries on there. I'm just going to pull all of the buds off the stems and just start attaching these to the wreath. As I mentioned, I really do love how this turned out. It is so fall, and I wanted to create something like this for my door. I really do like this style, and what I'm going to do is just continue like clustering the sunflowers around, you know, until I feel like I have enough on there. I don't want to overdo it, but I definitely want to give a nice amount of florals. Once again, I'm participating in a Scarecrow collab with some talented ladies here on this platform. So make sure after watching this video, you check the description box below for the link to Robin channel from Crafts Unleashed by Robin and May from Craft Away with May. I'm sure you are going to be super inspired by their projects. So now I have this Scarecrow that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I'm just removing the tag, and I showed you the little hook on the back is because that's what I'm going to use as a hanger for my wreath. So I'm just sort of fixing her up a little bit. She was a little bit more ragglier than I want her to be. I'm going to use some hot glue and tack her hat back so that you can see her face, and then I remove the little bow that was around her neck because I want to add a different bow using this little jute cord. So I'm just going to tie a little basic bow, and then what I'm going to do is tack it down right in the center where the original bow was, and I'm going to add her to the wreath. But what I'm going to do is flip the wreath over, making sure that her face is exposed, and then I'm just going to tack her down. I originally was going to keep her legs on there, just hanging down from behind the wreath, but I decided to cut them down and just let the front part show. And so after I get that complete, I had this sign from the Dollar Tree. It had this Harvest Blessed, it had the pie at the top. I'm just going to use the Blessed rolling pin, and so I just clipped it off the sign. And what I'm going to do is tack this down over the front, but I want to make it look like she's holding it up, so I'm just going to tuck her raffia hands right under that. I am going to now secure that with some hot glue once I find my placement, and that is going to be it for this wreath. Really simple, but I absolutely think it's beautiful for the fall. So for the next DIY, I wanted to make a frame pictured to style in one of the group homes that I manage at work. And so I'm going to be using this 11 by 14 frame that I have from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to remove the backing, the glass, and the frame because I do want to use this wine color spray paint to cover up this gold color frame. I thought this would be perfect, and this is a pretty color for the fall also. While that's drying, what I'm going to do is take the backing, and I have this paper here from the Dollar Tree. This is the wallpaper pieces, and I'm going to attach this to the back. I'm just pulling the little tab down because I don't need the whole piece, and I want to save the little strip at the bottom. So I didn't want to pull all the paper off because I am going to be using that little piece for something else in a future project. So now I'm just going to clip off the excess, and then I'll go back and now peel off the remaining of the paper and just smooth everything down to make sure there's no bubbles. Once I get that complete, the Dollar Tree had this little Scarecrow felt kit that I thought would be perfect for this project, and so you just have to piece everything together. So what I'm going to do is connect the face part, and it has like this, I guess it's supposed to be like the clothing part of it. You just add the little inserts in there, and I'm just going to attach that, and you just add it in a little slits that's already pre-cut, and I'm just pulling it on the other side. Once I get that complete, I am going to cut that hat down. Now in the pack they had some other pieces that I'm going to use, but I'm not going to use the felt hair or the floral because I'm going to bring in some of that luau skirt for the hair, and I'm going to bring in some leaves off a Dollar Tree pick to replace the felt leaf. This turned out really cute. I think it's absolutely adorable. And so now what I'm going to do is start attaching everything together. I'm just going to pull off a couple of these leaves. And so I wanted to show you that I pulled them off the stem that's on the back of it as well, so that it can lay flat inside the frame once I add everything back together. So now I'm going to tack down the head part first by just adding some hot glue. And then once I get that tacked down, I'm gonna add the little, I guess that's a little scarf that's supposed to be around the neck, the little green piece. I am going to attach that as well. I thought that was pretty cute. And then I'm going to attach the little nose. I have the little triangle piece that's cut out, the little orange triangle piece. I'm going to attach that right in the middle. Now, as for that hat, I do trim the hat down, and I do cut the top part of the hat off because I'm going to have some of the raffia sticking out of the top of the hat. So once I get that trimmed down, then I'm going to attach that, and then I am going to then embellish it a little bit with the extra pieces that I had to add on. Now it did come with a little brown trimming around the hat, and I do add that as well. Really simple. And then now I'm just going to cut down some raffia to add at the top instead of the little felt part that mimicked, I guess it's supposed to be like straw, but I'm just going to add that there, and then use this cute little leaf to add it to the hat. And then I'm going to start attaching the hair. I'm just going to fold the raffia in half. I didn't want it to be really long. And then what I'm going to do is just tuck it under the hat, and I am going to secure those pieces with some hot glue. I'm just finding the length and how I want everything to be, and then I'll just use some hot glue to tack that down. Really simple and cute. I absolutely love this project. I want to say again, thank you all so much for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. My name is Jenny, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're coming over from the other ladies' channels, again, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoyed today's video. So I am going to take a few more leaves and attach them to this as well. I'm going to attach one to each side. I thought that would just bring in a little bit more touch, and I do love the wallpaper background. I think it is so cute. I'm going to attach it back to the frame. I'm going to add the glass in first, make sure that it fits in nice and secure, and then I'm going to add the backing back to it, and that is going to be it for this project. I love the size of this. I think using the 11 by 14 frame gave this a nice size. This was really budget friendly, easy to do, and I think it's really a cute sign, and I'm excited to be styling this in one of the group homes that I manage at work. The ladies there really do love to decorate for the fall season, and I love how this turned out. So this next DIY is really simple, easy to do. I have one of these paper towel holders from the Dollar Tree. I have another Scarecrow. This one does have a base, but the base is not so sturdy. And then I have some of these fall leaf picks, and I have some sunflower picks here from the Dollar Tree as well. What I'm going to do first is zip tie those leaf picks to the paper towel holder. And so I'm just using zip ties, and I'm only going to add 2 zip ties because once I get the first 2 picks secure, the other 2 can just slide through the zip tie. So I'm just going to pull it tight. And the other one I'm going to face down so that the leaves can kind of fall in the front. And then I'm going to secure that. And then once that's done, I'm just going to insert the other 2 picks because I did use a total of 4 picks. Now I am going to zip tie the Scarecrow to the base after I get that done. I absolutely thought I was filming, but I didn't. But all I did was zip tie it to the thing, and then I did add a little flower to the top of the hat. Now to cover the base, I'm going in with these sunflowers, and I'm just adding them all to the bottom to cover the base and to look like she's just on a bunch of sunflowers and leaves. And then once I get that covered, I do want to add one of these candles here from the Dollar Tree in her hands. I just thought that it'd give a good touch. This is very sturdy to stand alone, so you can style this anyway, and I thought this is just a cute project I would share if you just wanted to create something to stand by the front door or anywhere. It's just really simple and easy to do, and this is something else I'm going to style at work in one of the group homes, and I really love the simplicity of it. And that is the battery operated candle from the Dollar Tree. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And remember, today's video is part of a collab with 2 amazing, talented ladies here on YouTube, and that is Robin from Craft Unleashed by Robin and May from Craft Away with May. Make sure you check the description box below for a link to their channel so that you can be a click away from some more inspiration. Until next time, my sweet friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.